YouTube, this is Stash, the Polish-American blogger. I've got an important Stash YouTube for you, especially for you Poles over in Poland and Polish-Americans over here, but also my Slavic Russian brothers and the good people of the United States. I'm going to tell you why I keep hammering away at stuff at, get the missile defense system out of Poland. Make friends with Russia. United States make friends with Russia. I'm going to talk about a little bit of Cold War and post-Cold War history. Basically, to cut to the point, after the wall came down, major figures like George Soros and Harvard. How could Harvard do it? The shock therapy, Jeffrey Sachs and guys like that. And, basically, it goes deeper. What's now more called like the deep state, I think, coined mostly by an author named Peter Dale Scott. Read all this stuff if you can get a hold of it. The black operatives and even private, businessmen of the Central Intelligence Agency looted the hell out of Poland and Russia. Okay? I mean, it was a disaster. Every Polish president who came after that was nothing but a puppet. I mean, I'll cite some sources I'm going to have in the liner notes. A recent book by a professor, or William Engdahl, is a good one to reference. There are many, but this guy's really good. Manifest Destiny, Democracy as Cognitive Dissonance. Okay, so if you're Polish or Russian American Polish or every American, check out these guys' books. He's been writing against stuff like the full spectrum dominance and oil power, and he's a very bright guy. I'll leave a couple of his interviews in the liner notes, but I'm kind of making these vlogs to try to wake up Polish American people, to get real Polish people. Call back home if you see me. Forward this YouTube. Make your own YouTube. What are we gonna do? Do something. Don't just sort of sit around and accept everything. Okay. I think it was Thomas Jefferson that says that's what it is to be a real citizen. Fight tyranny. And what I'm talking about is some of the highest and worst tyranny that exists. It's I know we know what happened in World War II. Poland got hit from both sides, and just the fact that they survived both attacked by Germany and Russia, okay, is amazing. Part of me just says, what do we get? We just get like Polish jokes for this. And I don't want to completely accept that. I don't think you should too. Either way. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Okay, so Bush under something known as Project Hammer. Okay, Bush, Skull and Bonesman. Okay, great statesman to some. I'll tell you one thing. He was a good spy. Okay, President Bush, the old gentleman, is the man. Okay, Project Hammer, George Soros. Okay, Hungary and Poland are two of the ones now that are standing up to unbridled. It's not really helping people kind of immigration. This is an attack. All right. There's no other way to put it. Okay. Now, again, I digress to another topic. Poland is a valued member of NATO, and the fighters, the ground forces, are taking part of it. Maybe they shouldn't. Go back home. All right? Go back home and grow some food. Because become an agrarian superpower instead of just everybody go to Manchester, England, and become English, or come over to here to the States. Come on. Anyway, I'm getting off topic because the focus is what happened at post-Cold War, post-wall, okay? So they looted the place, okay? Jeffrey Sachs shock therapy. How did they do? There was a disaster. Russia, a disaster. Now, why do people in Russia like Vladimir Putin? Okay, why? Because he's nationalistic. So when the deep state or the black operatives, okay, the highest levels, looted Russia, all right, it was devastating. Okay, the life expectancy of the average Russian went down. The same thing happened in Poland. Probably, maybe, I would say probably even worse in Russia in a lot of respects. Okay, so but Putin, his security forces, okay, the KGB, all right, the KGB. He's always like, oh, he's a colonel. Why can't we trust him? Listen, he was a nationalistic, or is a nationalistic kind of guy. Okay, so wipe away all these kind of things about KGB bad, KGB good. There were bad guys in the KGB that worked with these black operatives of the CIA, and they looted the place. Okay, they looted it from top to bottom. Putin was installed more or less by a guy named Boris Berezovsky, who was one of the oligarchs. Okay, a key figure, tough guy, a genius. Okay, somehow Putin went full on nationalistic Russia. All right, and he won. There was a battle, and he won. Apparently, we know he won because he's still the boss, right? Now, the neoconservatives continue the pressure. They want the whole baby. All right, they want the whole. They want to make the world safe for democracy. You could look at it that way. They want peacekeepers everywhere and wonderfulness, or they want to dominate the whole thing and crush everybody. Okay. And, Poland, you don't want to be a part of this, right? Don't get on anybody's side. Stay for yourself. The United States, I urge you, let's start thinking about, America nationalistically. That is the phenomenon of Donald Trump, okay? America first. What's wrong with it? Why does everything have to be international, completely international, and sell out everything? That's why they like Putin in Russia, the common man. He brought back the companies. He restored the military. Boom! He won the war in Chechnya. Okay. My other point is that Poles and Polish Americans think, well, we got the Patriot missile system, we got NATO in there. It's an undeniable fact that Russia is back, militarily, and they're excellent, and they can project their power out to a certain range. I think it might even be 1,000 kilometers or something, overlapping into Poland, right? Whether or not the NATO will be there. Remember what happened in World War II? Sikorsky, the exile president, well, he got wasted in a mysterious plane crash. People don't talk about this stuff. I'm talking about this stuff because I think we're reaching kind of an endgame thing here, and it's time to watch out, because in Syria, the U.S. military and the Russian military. Okay, Lavrov. All right, I'll include this YouTube in the liner notes as well. He was in this interview being basically attacked by a BBC guy, BBC, MI6, CNN, CIA. More or less. William Colby said, anybody of any significance in the media is the CIA. It's just a fact. I mean, they're professionals. Professional propagandists never lose. They know what they're doing when they set their sights to it. Jacques Ellul, read the book Propaganda. It happens, okay? Now we have a chance with the nationalistic president who, he sees war's not a good deal, okay? War is not a good deal. He said Iraq wasn't a good deal. We got to start holding the president more to that. We're kind of bummed that he hit Syria. Now, it looks like those strikes were under control. Okay, they were controlled strikes. It's the second time. It's scary. Okay, but again, how does Poland fit in this? Just as much as anybody else, if not more, because they're close to the border, and the unfortunate history between the two countries. I say that the Slavic brothers should unite. And compete. I think Putin is the kind of guy that want to do business on that. I think Poland has launched themselves deeply within American culture, okay? Maybe more than they should, okay? Poland for Poles. Now, on the immigration thing, Poland is the leader, okay? Taking a position that is unpopular with the elite, you know, with Harvard, with Yale, with The Economist magazine, you know. Because that's the way money is made, by trading, you know. For the common people, like the coal miners here in the United States and the regular guys, trade tariffs are the thing, you know, and every stock market trader, every Wall Street man is against that, you know, is against steel tariffs for. And Pat Buchanan just did a recent article saying that some other American presidents that were tough on that made this country a powerhouse. How did the United States become number one so powerful? Well, this country stayed out of war, you know. You know, after World War II, it was a major superpower. Why? We stayed out. In the movies and stuff, you know, we did it all. You know, Tom Brokaw or whatever, The Greatest Generation. Let me tell you, okay, this is also not fair. This is an outrage. Russia, okay, Russia. It's a fairy tale that The Greatest Generation did all the fighting. There was no battle like there was at the Kursk tank battle. There was nothing like Stalingrad, okay? The war, anybody with any honesty and reality is going to... It was fought by Russia, okay? It was fought by Slavs. Under Russia, unfortunately, basically unwillingly, Poles were the largest exile force, okay? So Slavic men defeated the fascism, okay, in World War II. And how do we get paid back? Well, Yalta, okay? Stuck behind the Cold War. As I said in another one of these YouTubes, no postage stamp for Colonel Matt Arbine, the greatest warrior in American history, all right? Maybe tied with Audie Murphy, the handsome Irish guy. Again, as I said in the one, Matt Arbine is the best, okay? And he was a colonel. He was a boxer. His story is incredible. I'm going to be doing another one about him on here because I'm tired of having no heroes. And if you're Polish or Polish American and you want to fit in, stop having like Rocky, you know, and Tom Cruise. I love Tom Cruise. And James Bond as a hero, you know. Start getting with Kosciuszko, okay? Get with Grabowski, okay? The greatest ace in the European theater, fighting the Germans, who are magnificent air warriors, okay? All right? Get with the 303 Kosciuszko Squadron. Get with some reality. Get with the real world. Divorce yourself from X-Men, okay? I love it too, but, you know, get into reality, you know? And this is a dangerous situation because the mutually assured destruction and the things that they had worked out in the Cold War, the stalemate, is under a threat to Russia now because these missile defense systems, who I argued in another YouTube that I don't even think it works, okay, that well. All right, don't underestimate the Russian military, okay? All right? In Korea, all right, we're counted blood for blood. The honchos, all right? Google the honchos. Their fighter pilots are incredible, all right? So, anyway, I'm going to leave the line notes for this book, Manifest Destiny. All right, this professor is laying it out, okay? Think about how pissed off the Russians are and how happy they are to climb out of the hole. And I think Poland should begin to think about kind of a nationalistic thing, a technique of their own, you know? Maybe it's not going to be as pretty as you know, the dream world of Hollywood or New York City. But maybe it's time to go to the real world. And I know it's hard. None of us want to do it. But, again, let me know your thoughts and comments about this. This is some heavy stuff. This is some real stuff. You know, if more than 10 people look at this thing, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go deeper into this. But, again, support Trump. You know, he doesn't want to fight. He's a businessman. Okay? Putin's a businessman. Okay, they want to make deals. They want to trade nationalistically. Trump wants to make tough trade deals. Okay, he got rid of the TPP. Now it's fluid. Okay, we'll see what he's going to do, but he's doing stuff that's making the beautiful people angry, and you gotta love it, and you gotta love Poland, and you gotta love the Slavic people. Poland and Russia, despite us beating the hell out of each other, it's time to be friends. All right, it's time to be friends. I'll see you on the next Stash blog. All right, God bless. Take care.